I know you've noticed already on the table the Tall Tree Syndicate. Today we are sponsored by Tall Tree Syndicate. Go to talltreesyndicate.com. Get your 20% off using your discount code ICT20. Again, that is Tall Tree Syndicate. Use your ICT code at ICT20. Get your 20% off today. Welcome to Fourth Quarter Sports and Biz. This is episode 7, and today we got the legendary JackStacks.Eats here, man. Today we're going to talk about food. Today we're going to talk about culture. We're going to talk about the community, and we're going to just talk about period, what food does and brings us together. First and foremost, man, I would like to thank you for coming out, man. I know your schedule is packed. You're in a new city every day. And first and foremost, man, just thank you for what you do for the city. Thank you for bringing up the community, bringing up the local restaurants, and just giving everyone that influence and that pride to be able to know that their food is still good enough to get served and, get treated by you, man. So I appreciate you for that.
No, I appreciate you. Thank you. That's a lot of kind words.
Yes, man. No, man. So, man, I'm going to just jump right into it, man. Everybody know you, Jack Stacks. Man, you've done the thing that a lot of people wanted to do, such as creating a brand, having that consistency with content, having that great content at that, man. How is that something that you kind of like jumped into, or is that something that you just kind of knew that you wanted to do, or was it just something like, how did that come about?
Yeah, it's just kind of pieced itself together. Like, I'm a foodie first and foremost, and so it just got recognized before I even picked up a camera, and just built from there. It's like anything. Yeah, you have goals, but you can never know what you're going to run into and the challenges, especially when you're trying to be consistent and grow. There's just a lot that goes into it that you never even think of. But it was just first and foremost, just loving food, love trying local spots. And then it turned into bringing more awareness to those spots versus just let my employees know. Now I can let a lot more people know, like, hey, you should go check this place out and check this dish out.
Got you. So growing up, man, did you work in the food industry? Is that how you kind of came like a foodie, or or just being hungry all the time?
Man, just being hungry. I think it's just the adventure side. Like, I'll be traveling for basketball tournaments, and everybody wants to chill at the hotel, eat McDonald's, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna walk over here across the street and find something different. I was just trying to find something different.
I got you. Okay. So I also seen that, doing my research, man, I seen that you got that competitive nature in you, man, that playing basketball.
Yeah.
And I even asked a couple guys about you as well. They said, oh yeah, he can shoot. They said, yeah, you're a shooter. So man, speak a little bit about that. You went to Friends University.
Yeah.
You played at Southeast, correct?
Southeast High.
Southeast.
Buffalo,
and then you go over to Friends University. You balling out, you hitting the threes, you're doing all that. But the athleticism goes from Jack the athlete to Jack the food guy. Did that just come right out of college, or was it something that just kind of adapted through, your adult life?
Yeah, I think it was just a transition that happened, right? So you come out of college and I got a kid, so it's just all about making money. So I just, if in a sense you could say it was just all God's timing, right? Puts me in the car business for 5 years, 8 years actually. So you're building that rapport, learning how to speak to people, dealing with people of all different backgrounds when you're in the car business, and then you flip-flop over to the banking side. So I did that for 5 years. So just building that communication and talking with others. And then you just tie that into a passion, which the foodie and the creation of content. And that's just how you get here.
Man, that's dope. That's real dope to hear, man. One thing I've realized though, with you, being a content creator and doing all your things is you make sure that you keep your family involved.
Yeah.
I think that's dope, man.
It makes it easier.
Yeah, man. Definitely makes it easier for you.
Makes it easier.
Yeah, it's crazy. So one episode I was shooting and I brought my kids up here and I had them sitting over there and I was like, oh yeah, this is easy. I don't have to worry about the phone and everything. But no, man, I think that's so dope at what you're doing, especially with having the kids out there, especially them seeing what you're building, such as Jack the brand. Because it's only going to just elevate to them and, things like that, and your wife and things like that, man. I think that's real dope. But so when you going out here looking for that food spot, like, what do you look for? Like, for people that don't know, maybe some, other spots that want to get you out there. What do you look for? Like, is it the certain type of food? Is it the people, the side of the city?
Man, it's a mixture of both. So, obviously we have a lot of new spots and stuff that I haven't tried before. So I always keep that fresh on my mind as far as what other local mom and pop spot have I not been to, have I not tried. But what I've learned is just bringing the kids along with me, getting them involved. It just makes it easier when I just kind of just what I'm in the mood for, right? It's less planning. It's less trying to, I got to get over there by this time. and I just whatever I'm hungry for.
Gotcha.
You know, so like I said, it's just kind of natural as far as wanting to try different things and do different things and not go to the same spot. So I'm all about making it as easy as possible, because between editing and trying to make it to certain events and trying to throw your own events, it's just a lot. So wherever I'm hungry for, it's more so about what side of town am I going to be on,
Gotcha.
versus trying to venture out. But I do try to get outside the city and plan those things. But it's really just what I'm hungry for. Like I may want Mexican, so I'm like, okay, what Mexican spot have I not been to?
Okay.
I may want, ice cream, or I haven't been to a sweet spot lately, so I need to go get some sweets when I'm in the mood for it, and be conscious of like, okay, go somewhere that you haven't been, or is there a spot that you can highlight that's close?
Or a spot you can bring to the city's eye.
Yeah,
Okay.
it brings to the city's eyes, like, or a spot that I've been to for years, but I haven't been since I've been blogging or with the camera.
Okay.
Like, hey, I need to go back to this spot. That's why a lot of times I'll pop up, you've never seen a spot, and I'll be like, man, this is one of my favorite spots. It's because it's a spot that I used to go to all the time, but with content creating and trying to find new spots and shed light, it's like you get lost sometimes in all the new stuff and where it works well versus like, man, this is what I'm hungry for. This is what I'm known to go to here. I know the people here. I know what the food's going to be. So I can definitely portray what it's like better when I go to a spot that just hits home for me.
Gotcha. Now, man, what I was looking and seeing, I was like, man, Jack must have some type of way to where he's connected in the city now. Because, like, bro, every time I'll be at the desk at work and I'm looking and I'm like, Jack talking about a new restaurant coming. Like, Cake ain't even said this. KSN ain't even said. So I thought that was dope to see that every time you was updating the city. This is coming out. I think it was the cheesecake one that I seen, and I was like,
Cheesecake Factory.
I was like, y'all, cheesecake. I remember I screenshot. I sent this to my mom. I said, Mom, cheesecake coming here. She said, that ain't on the news. I said, Jack told me.
Yeah,
so I think that's dope, man, to see that. And then another thing I was curious on, and I'm pretty sure everybody else is curious on.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a bad food or food that you don't like, how do you deal with that? I mean, I know you're not gonna just put somebody out like that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying put the name or nothing like that, but how do you deal with that? Because, that's dealing with a negative situation, and, being in the business mindset, you're still gonna deal with negative things, and, you still got that, competitive mindset from being an athlete. So it's like when you're dealing with something negative like that, how do you, still pivot or still make sure that you're not doing anything that's kind of going overboard to where it won't make the next restaurant give you a certain look or something like that?
Yeah. Well, it just depends, right? So like you can deal with something that's negative, and I always try to find something positive about the experience. So I may say something negative, which I do now. Like I'll say like, that isn't for me. I'll give it a low rating, but I always try to circle back to like, I should try this. Don't get that, but get this. But it changed. In the beginning, I was like, I'm not going to post this.
Yeah.
Like I had some videos. We was talking about this on my, this trip just yesterday about places that I've been to that I never posted because it was like, man, that was just, I don't want to be the one to shed a negative light, use my platform to put them down in a sense.
Okay.
But what I've learned today is that you just got to be real. Because when you got a following like that, they sense that too. Like, man, he never says anything negative about anybody. Well, now I do, but I still do it in my way, where I'm not throwing food out the window. I'm not spitting it out.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, man, that ain't for me. This restaurant, I mean, y'all come try it for yourselves, but it's just not for me. So it's just always trying to find a positive light at the end of it, right? And it's gotten a lot easier now. Like I said, I kind of take my opinion out of it as far as like, man, should I not post this? And just more so like, man, y'all come check it out for yourselves. I didn't like this, but usually there's something that I did like is what my negative reviews lately. Except for when I went to Skyline Chili in Cincinnati, that was just like, man,
I think I did see that.
That's not for me. That's not for me.
No, we ain't gonna do this one.
Cinnamon, all that chili, noodles. It's like, that's a acquired taste, So, but best being able to just say that freely. It's just, you got to eliminate as much stress as you can, because what I've learned is dealing with so many people and getting just hundreds of messages all the time. It's just like people are always going to have their opinion.
Yeah.
And so you just got to stay true, stay what's on your heart, and the rest you don't worry about it too much, right?
Gotcha.
Because a lot of times when I do say something negative, 90% of the time the restaurant owner has reached back out to me and said, yeah, we do need to fix that,
Gotcha.
or we've been working on this, or hey, I did fix it, come back and try the new dish, I made it better. And so it's and that helps me too, because it's like, okay, they get it. Like, I'm not trying to bash your spot, I'm just keeping it real as far as my experience.
Giving you a good review.
And you know, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. You got to understand, if a lot of people that follow me for a long time, like, man, we got the same taste buds. And then you got people that'll say, I don't agree with that one. And it's fine. It's all your personal opinion. So I think starting in the beginning by letting you know that, hey, go try it for yourself and form your own opinion. I'm just giving you mine. I think that helps with just the authenticity and people still following you even if you don't like their favorite place, right? Or they referred you to go there, but I didn't like it, but they still rock with me because that's my opinion, and I'm not bashing places. You know, at the end of the day, they're all small mom and pop businesses. They're all putting their effort. I mean, there's a lot that goes into running a business, right? So it's just never going to be in my interest to, like, man, don't go check this place out. You know, when I on the back end, you know, they've put a lot of effort and work and long hours just to make. I mean, the margins are so small right now. With restaurants, you know, you just got to keep all that stuff in mind. And I think that's just, it just translates to who I am as a person versus just being the content creator side. It's just, I wouldn't want to do that to somebody.
Man, you dope as hell. You dope as hell, man. No, man, I think that's dope, man, for what you do, because the position that you're in, one word can just be took the wrong way. One word can be
quickly.
Yeah, and it's
I've learned.
Yeah, and it gives you a point to where it's like it's easier for somebody to be able to cut you off so quick, even though that they've been watching you for so long. You know what I mean? So I think in the position that you're in, man, I think you do a real good job at it. You know, even on times that you may have feel like not doing good enough, man, Jack, I think you're doing a real good job. You got to think, man, you're from Wichita. The mindset of us people from Wichita is the whole we can't do it, or we got to do this, we got to do that. Dog, you did it by sitting at home. Like, for real. Like, that's
put in the work, man. That's
and
all.
The dope part about it is, man, you're mastering your own backyard first. I'm pretty sure you can go to Kansas City or OKC right now and kill it. But what you did was you mastered your own backyard first.
Yes.
Now, and that was the same thing I had to do with myself when I was doing sports management and clothing, and I'm doing all these other ventures. And it's like sometimes I was going too fast. I was trying to expand too quick, trying to run this way, I'm in Houston, I'm in Dallas. But the thing about it is I got athletes in the backyard in Wichita signing to other managements. So it's like, I understand that, man. And that's exactly what I caught on with when you said that. But another thing I think that you do is, with collaborating yourself with brands such as going to try the food and being the food taster, you also collaborate with brands such as doing events, I see. You do a lot of events, man. You do a lot of events with Eddy's, the home team. Shout out to the Stevens family and my guys. I know you do a lot of events with the Stevens family. You got people coming up, buying cars, people, trying food trucks and things like that, man. You really a community guy. You really a community guy, man. What is it that you haven't done yet in the community that you would like to do? Man. I'm just curious because I see you doing that. You host stuff like you've definitely raised the bar for your brand.
Man, I appreciate it.
You've definitely done that.
Appreciate it. I think it just comes from like you said, just kind of want to venture out, do things, and back to what makes it easier, just sticking with what my passions are, right? And so hosting and doing events, I found like I love doing it, right? I love to curate a room. I love to be on the mic. I love to just make sure everyone's having a good time. So I think hosting more would definitely be on what do I want to do next, what I want to do more of. But other than that, it's just sticking to, I got a game plan as far as just being a foodie, being a content creator, keeping the family involved, and just trying to elevate that. There's multiple aspects that comes with that as far as what I've learned over the years. But I think what I want to venture out to more is, of course, growing my YouTube. I think that's kind of the first and foremost, but I would love to host more like events, and like I shout out to Fayola. I know he does a lot of that.
Yeah, that dude there. I went to the game and got to see him do in action.
Yeah.
That dude is a hard worker.
Yes.
I love what he does.
A lot that goes into it. So just being able to host more and just do dope things, be a part of the events. I don't know. It may rub people the wrong way, but it's just like I just want to do so much because I feel like I can do it.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like I can get on the stage at festivals and different things and be a good presence, but also share my following to like, hey, come support this. Let's do this together. Let's build this event up, even if it's not my event and I'm just emceeing. Like I want to, whatever I'm a part of, I just want to build it up, right? It's not just about me being able to get on that stage. It's just about like from the beginning, like even with the food, it's just about pushing these places. Like people think, I mean, I say what people think. I mean, like, I really don't care, but just what you hear in the streets as far as like, oh, it's just him and it's just selfish and all these little things is just tie back. It's just doing it for me. And it's like, it's never been just for me from the beginning.
It couldn't be.
No, because the passion has always been for the people and like, hey, they need to know about this spot from day one. And so I'm always just trying to build community up. I'm always trying to be a part of different things because I just feel like I can do it and I have the time to do it. Mm-hmm. And I would love to bring my resources to make it doper, like make it better.
Bring whatever you can to elevate.
You know, because you have so many people. The nice thing about Wichita, you got so many people trying things. Right. And so whatever I believe in and I feel like I can get behind and be a part of, I try to be a part of it because man, I feel like let's make it dope. Let's do this then. I'll go in with you. Let's like the For the City event. That was just me getting with DJ for the Win. Like, man, I would love to be a part of this. I feel like I can help. I can be a host. It was big talks as far as just getting my followings just to make it impactful. And then it turned into last year where it's like, man, I was like, how can I do more, right? Versus just people come out, have a good time and dress up. It's like, oh, let's do a community part for the beginning of it. Let's give away free food, right? And then you do that. That was great last year. Shout out to Kaysen over at Jumbo's Beef and Brew.
Y'all got another one coming up this year, right?
Yeah, so we got a big one coming up. They was like, man, let's do it bigger. Let's do a block party. And so we came to talk to that. Shout out to Festive for jumping in to help us get all the permits and everything that we need and learning the structure of it. But it was like, man, let's just do something for the city. That's why it's free entry. That's why we're giving away food. We got sponsors that are giving bounce houses. Going to have some games, and we'll have food trucks there later. We'll have performances, and so it's just doing something for the city, just to give back and turn it up, right?
Okay.
So that's a prime example. I mean, that's the best example where DJ for the Win was having his 90s party every year, and I just wanted to get involved. And like, man, let's just make it bigger.
Man, I will say, man, y'all collaborations y'all do every time y'all do food reviews or just content or anytime y'all do anything, you can feel it's like a hype energy y'all give people.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Yeah,
that's my dog.
It's every time I see y'all stuff, I'll scroll. Let me go back. I don't even know what they talking about, but let me see what they talking about. Because y'all always give that good energy, man, and you just give that to where it's like, even if I know I got something I got to do with the kids that day, I still want to try to make it. Like,
right.
It's just that type of thing, man. So that's one thing I can say that y'all do that's real dope that y'all shouldn't stop. Y'all need to keep going, see how y'all can do more. Like I think that's one thing that the city need more of.
Yeah, I'm glad we tapped into that because growing up, young, partying, just, kicking it with your boys, we've always been like, everybody will say like, you two are extra credit.
Yeah.
Because we're always like, trying to be the life of, just having a good time, right? But we always shared that same energy. I mean, we used to go back and forth all the time, just giving each other stuff. But I'm glad we found a way to take what everybody else has been seeing all these years and do something dope for the community and grow a brand.
Man, I think it's dope because, what you're doing, man, is you're leading not only your household, but, man, Jack, you got a whole city that's looking after you for what you're doing. Because the same way that you're doing it, the content, the events, the community, man, there's another person sitting at one of these high schools right now that's watching every move that you're doing, and all they're doing is just taking notes.
Yeah.
Taking notes, watching it. Because all it's going to do is elevate the city. It's going to, I mean, what's all the stuff that we got building here downtown here in a little bit, all that? Like, it's only about to bring so much more.
Yeah, I can't wait.
And I think what's real dope is, you number one, being a believer the way you are, man, that, I remember I showed my dad your video. And my dad's the type of person that he don't like, he old school. He ain't rocking with too much new, but he heard you say, Thank God. Amen. He said, oh, yeah, I'm going to listen to that young fella. He said, I'm going to go and watch him. He said, yeah, I love him. He said, you can go and put him on YouTube anytime.
Yeah,
so, you know, man,
dope.
and then, you know, me seeing the merch that you drop, man, I think that merch is dope. I think that's real dope. And then another thing I was curious on. So when you're trying to, when a company come to you for advertisement, or they say, Jack, we want you to do this, to do that.
Oh, yeah.
What's that like? Like, what is that? An email they hit? They hit your Facebook? They like, what's the way that you would like for it to go? Because here pretty soon, man, you get to a way to where you can't be checking that Facebook every time.
Yeah,
you have to just go straight to the email.
Facebook's terrible for me.
Yeah, it's terrible for business.
The message is terrible. But no, I get, honestly, everything that I've built and been connected through has been email. Yeah, it's always been email. Or somebody would give them my number because they met somebody that I knew and like, man, hit them up. And that's the best way. Just hit me up on email. That's why I go through. Shout out to Tijuana because she helps me navigate a lot of the brand deals. And
you know, Tijuana was one of the first ones that helped me do my clothing line in 2011.
Yeah.
Nobody would help me. Tijuana came to my mom's house on 21st and Oliver, sat down, talked with me, helped me build a whole business plan.
Yeah, she's dope.
She's
dope. So she helps negotiate all that stuff. So if I'm like, hey, I don't want to deal with this. I'll let Tijuana young with it. She kills it. She knocks it out the park. So shout out to her for always doing that.
And I think it's one dope thing you did is you went to the Keith Lee, what is it, the food cook-off or something?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, that was dope.
So that's a big thing what I'm trying to do more of. And I wish I could have made it to DreamCon down in Houston this year. It's just finding a way to, take care of home, but if you're trying to grow and do different things, you got to make certain relationships, but it's also not even making the relationships. Like you got to be a part of it to understand it. Right. So getting out, venture out, see what everybody else has going on, but also supporting your people. Right. So like Keith Lee, like he started from his living room, right? And grown to throw a festival in New Orleans. Not even from there. In New Orleans. Like that's huge. So it's just, that visit was more so celebrating Keith Lee.
Gotcha.
Right. And so we just have to do that more. We got to celebrate each other, especially if somebody like that is taking that risk to throw a festival like that. I mean, I'm throwing a small thing.
Yeah.
You throwing a festival and I want to support that. Yeah. And so that's all that was. It's just being a part of the community that as far as content creators and foodies and celebrating the big wins, right? Celebrating those.
Yeah, because you were with Keith Lee, the Tender dude.
Tendernism. I almost wore that shirt today.
Yeah,
booyah.
It was another guy you was with. I forgot. I be forgetting their name, but I seen you in a couple of them. And I think it was dope just to see somebody from my city at that spot with people that I'm watching on TikTok every day. And I'm like, oh, that's Jack. That's dope. So, man, I think like little small stuff like that you're doing, man, it's so big to our city and just to the youth at that, man, because you know these kids these days, they want to do content. Content, whether it's food, clothes, no matter what it is, that's what they want to do. But what's some stuff that's you got coming up within the month or so that we can kind of like take a look at, be ready to support you in a way? And then another thing is, man, where can we get that merchandise from?
Yeah, so the biggest thing that I'm focused on right now is the For the City block party.
Okay.
So For the City block party, that's where we're giving away food from 3 to 5. And then we're going to switch over to a block party. We're going to have food trucks out there. We're going to have a bunch of vendors that are going to set up. We're going to have performances. We're going to have bounce houses, water games. So all my focus is going into that, making sure that's just as dope as it can be. So that's 100% of my focus right now. But the merch, I got the links in my bio. I don't push it as much. It's kind of one of those things where it takes a back seat, but that's how you can support the ventures is by going out and grabbing some merch. I got some more ideas on the way, but I've learned that I don't want to spread myself too thin in certain areas. And so definitely go to the link in the bio on my Instagram. Instagram link in the bio is where I keep it. I think it might be on Facebook, but I got to double check. But
okay. And then, you know, being in the content space, what's one competitive nature thing that you can say that's from creator to creator, that's something that y'all deal with on the normal? But I mean, for example, say if it's a new restaurant today, I go try it today, I post my review tomorrow, you try it next week. you post your review. Does that bring a little bit of competitive nature between you two, or how is that when you actually are trying to work with another creator?
It turned from in the beginning, yes, I will say I wanted to be everywhere, right? I wanted to make sure I went to the open, or I'll see somebody else post about like, oh, I need to make sure I get over there. I need to make sure I do this. I need to make sure I get here, because I see people posting about it, right? And I've turned it into that's why now it's like, man, what am I hungry for? Yes, I want to promote the news spots, but when you stay true to yourself and your passion, now I look at it as like, okay, that's dope that they went. I'll keep that on the list for future reference. I need to make it over there as well. So I think it does bring a little, because maybe you missed something. Like, oh, I didn't know about that spot. But instead, it used to really get me where I'm going there in the next couple of days to make sure I get there too. But it's changed from like, okay, just put that on the list. Shout out to them. Let it breathe. Because there definitely is some. Like, I mean, you've had talks of creators like, oh, we're all stacking up, and they think their content isn't getting pushed because somebody else posted around the same time. And
That's
so
what I would have thought. That's what I would think. Like,
Yeah.
just being in that space, you would think like, oh, if mine don't get posted. That would just be my competitive mindset of like, oh dang, they doing
Yeah,
that move.
but I flip it now, right? So people like they try to do that because they don't want to post the same time I post, right? Because I have a following now
Yeah, I
and
wouldn't
people
want to.
follow. But when I flip it, that's how I started. I was going to the places where the bigger creators went. I was going to the places to get my review. And if you got to think of it from personal opinion, obviously, but I think of it as like you have to work on your craft anyway, and you've got to learn the different ins and outs. So if the news spots are what you want to go support, and because it gets more likes and you're informing the people, just do it as much as you can. Stop worrying about what other people are doing, right? It's the same thing with like anything, any business you get into. It's like, stop. Yeah, you can look as far as like, okay, that's dope. They're doing that. I'll take notes on that. But stop like, oh, they did it. I got to do it. I got to do it. You know, that urge to like, I got to keep up. And it's not keeping up. It's just perfecting your craft, being good at what you're good at. Because I post at the same time as people with way more followers than me. And it doesn't necessarily affect you.
Gotcha.
Right? Even if you're from the same area, doing the same thing, you got your own curation, you got your own following. But at the same time, you're perfecting your craft, right? You had to edit that video and put it together, right? You're putting the hours in. So stop looking over shoulders like, yeah, I want to be as big as that. You can use it as far as motivation.
Somebody creator right now. You giving them some motivation right
it's
now.
Like, just stop worrying about it and just do you, right? Grow what you want to grow and stop worrying about, I got to post separate. Listen, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters versus what I've done as far as where I started to where I'm at now, where I want to be. I don't think it matters because at the end of the day, you got to keep that fire lit within inside you and that passion within inside you. But at the same time, you want to move with purpose, right? So when I got into this journey, I always felt like I was doing it for a reason and not just not for the clout, not just because I want to get the likes and It's like, no, the bigger I can build this platform, the more I can help people.
And I think that's where a lot of people get the whole content creator confused. It's about most people are just following the likes.
Yeah.
1,000 followers.
Yeah.
Want the likes. I want, you know what I mean? To where that's it. But like you said, having that purpose is different. That's like me with this podcast, man. I started this podcast in 2020. I did 3 episodes that year. Stopped.
Yeah.
It was the COVID year. Stopped. This year I started back doing podcasts, and everybody's like, "Oh, what made you get back?" I said, "Man, I got a passion for it.
Yeah.
I love giving the platform space to somebody else to explain their story or to hear it in a way that we didn't hear it on somewhere else. So I think that's real dope, man, that you're doing that because again, that's showing the passion for it.
Yeah.
That's showing that it's real, some drive for it. You ain't doing it for a couple likes. You know what I mean? You already had 1,000 likes before. That ain't.
Yeah.
You seen your life didn't change.
Yeah. Right. It doesn't change. I got million views. I got 5 million view videos. I got all that.
You got 100,000 on TikTok. I tell people all the time, I'm like, man, like you can get every follower you want. You can get every follower you want. you have to have some type of passion. You have to have something that's going to carry you to the next level.
Because seasons change.
Yeah, seasons change.
Life
people
happens.
Change. Yes, that is most
and
definitely.
So if you're doing what you love, it's a difference. You can get through the adversities.
Yes.
Versus like, I was just doing that because I wanted this, right? And it's a big deal. Like, shout out to like when you said the kids are looking at this and all the content creators and I mean, it's taken over, right?
Yeah.
It's grown so much since I started 4 years ago. I always tell kids this: find what you're passionate about. Go get that job. You can do content on the side, but you got to figure out life, what you love, and the only way to do that is get out here and live.
Still got to pay them bills.
What do you really want to do? Because content, like, I mean, if I could start back over, I would keep my job and try to do this on the side. But it's all God's timing, right? I say that, but it's all God's timing. But at the same token, kids can get lost with trying to chase the likes and the clout, and that's the new wave. You're gonna have too many kids that are doing it for the wrong reason and burying themselves in a hole because they want to make it as a content creator.
And I'm not even going to say just kids, some adults too.
Adults too.
You got adults that will follow the like, follow the follow.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it just won't have nothing for them. And then they'll look at you like it's I got 100 likes. Cool. And it's like Maurice Evans told me this, man. This was before social media even grew. This was like 2015, 2014 area before it got too crazy. He told me, he said, man, if you're not going to turn your followers into dollars, you playing.
Yeah.
He said, if you got 1,000 people following you, you need to find out how each one can pay you $5 every month. They pay you $5 every month. Now you need to work on how they can pay you $5 next month, $10 next month. So man, you hit that right on the head. Having that brand, doing something that you're passionate about, doing something that you know you're going to wake up every day and want to do.
Yeah.
You ain't got to chase a like. You ain't got to chase a follow. You do something that you want to do. Yes, sir. That is definitely it. And another thing to zip it up before we zip this up, I got to talk about this. You and Nelson's.
Oh, man.
Jack, you and Nelson's got one hell of a relationship, man. And I'm gonna say right now, shout out to Nelson. Shout out to the Oklahoma location that you're doing. Shout out to all the growth that you're doing. Shout out to the overcoming of everybody doubting you and just keep going. I love to see that page lighten up, man. I do.
Yeah.
I love seeing people give it the hate, and I love seeing that page just overcome it. They overcoming it. Oh, yeah, y'all said this. Cool, we're going to overcome that. Y'all, this it. Yep, we're going to Man, nobody thought that Nelson's was going to be in OKC today.
Nah.
And man, when I seen that, I was like, that is dope. But then I'm looking at the grand opening, I'm like, why is Jack down there? I said, man, Jack drove 2 hours just to go get the same meal.
Yeah.
I said, all right. But no, man, that's dope. And I think the love is not just one-sided with y'all. The love is both sides with you and Nelson's, man. And I think that's dope to see people see that from a content standpoint, from a restaurant standpoint of local business, and just being able to have that. Because whether people like it or not, Nelson's has a statue in the city.
Yes.
There's a statue in the city. You come to the city, people going to ask you, hey, man, what's up with that Nelson's? Hey, bro, let me go out. Man, I'll go to Nelson's now. I'll go grab me some wings, catfish, all that in the Kool-Aid real quick. There, I'm coming up the rear and I'm getting my extra rent. Yeah, man. So I think that's dope, the relationship that you've built with them. And I remember seeing a couple people comment, oh, are they paying him? And I remember they're not paying me. You said his food is good.
Yeah.
So, man, I think that's dope what you're doing, man. That's y'all both kind of just elevated each other at the same.
Yeah.
You know, just seeing you now, I'm pretty sure you're gonna pop up in Oklahoma again. Yeah, but I think that's dope. That gives you a better reason to kind of go visit some Oklahoma stuff as well. You know, we're gonna expand Jack too. Yeah. Man, that's dope. And you know, you're 100,000 on TikTok, and you're just really doing your thing, man. And I think it's dope because you're doing it just from the ground up.
Yeah.
You're doing it from the ground up. You didn't need a crazy viral video to get you the attention first. Like, you're just doing it out of your heart and out of your soul, man. And I think that's dope, man. God bless everything that you're doing. I'm going to keep supporting most definitely. And once again, man, I appreciate you for coming on the show. I know your schedule was crazy busy. I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to get you. I remember when I said the idea to Dominique, she said, Jack's going to be busy. And I was like, no, I'm getting Jack. I said, I'm going to hit Jack up. But no, man, thank you, man. I appreciate you. And man, looking forward to everything that you got coming, man. I really do.
Thank you too, man.
Yes,
That's
sir.
why I want to be a part of it. Like I said, I'm always just trying to be a part of what's dope and people doing good things and just making a positive impact in the world. Because I mean, people can focus on the negative quick,
Yes.
And so just doing something positive. I want to be a part of it. And I think you're doing great things. And shout out to Nelson, man. They just true motivation.
Oh,
they
man,
are
no
motivated.
lie.
They're going to do it their way. Let them do it their way.
And don't quit whatever you're doing. Do it the Nelson's way.
Let
Don't
them
quit
do
and
it
keep
their way.
elevating. That's what they're doing.
That's why I went to that grand opening, because they're so motivated.
That's dope. Well, man, this is episode 7, fourth quarter sports and business with JackStacks.Eats, man. I appreciate you. We out.